The Mexican red-knee tarantula, classified scientifically as the Brachypelma Hamorii, is the most recognisable and popular tarantula in the world. Like many other species of Brachypelma, Brachypelma Hamorii and the very similar Brachypelma smithii are found along the Pacific coast of Mexico on opposite sides of the Balsas River basin as it opens onto the Pacific. Brachypelma Hamorii is found to the north in the states of Colima, Jalisco and Michoacan. The natural habitat of the species is hilly, deciduous tropical forests. It constructs or extends burrows under logs, rocks and tree roots, among thorny shrubs and tall grass. Their burrows were described in 1999 by a source that did not distinguish between Brachypelma Hamorii and Brachypelma smithii. The deep burrows keep them protected from predators such as the white-nosed coati and enable them to ambush passing prey. The females spend the majority of their lives in their burrows, which are typically located in or not far from vegetation, and consist of a single entrance with a tunnel leading to 1 or 2 chambers. The entrance is just slightly larger than the body size of the spider. The tunnel, usually about 3 times the tarantula's leg span in length, leads to a chamber that is large enough for the spider to safely molt. Further down the burrow, via a shorter tunnel, a larger chamber is located where the spider rests and eats its prey. When the tarantula needs privacy, like when it's molting or laying eggs, the entrance is sealed with silk, sometimes supplemented with soil and leaves. Brachypelma Hamorii is a large spider. Females typically have a total body length, excluding chelicerae and spinnerets, in the range of 52 to 54 millimeters, which is 2 to 2.1 inches. Males are slightly smaller, with a total body length in the range of 46 to 52 millimeters, which is 1.8 to 2 inches. Although males have slightly shorter bodies, they have longer legs. The fourth leg is the longest, measuring 75 millimeters, which is approximately 3 inches, and 67 millimeters, 2.6 inches, in a female. The legs and palps are black to reddish black with 3 distinctly coloured rings, deep orange on the part of the patella closest to the body, with pale orange to yellow further away. Pale orange to yellow on the lower part of the tibia, and yellowish white at the end of the metatarsi. Adult males have light greyish to red around the border of the carapace, with a darker reddish black marking from the middle of the carapace to the front of the head. The upper surface of the abdomen is black. Adult females vary more in carapace colour and pattern. The carapace may be mainly black with a brownish pink border, or the dark area may be broken up into a starburst pattern with pale orange to yellow elsewhere. Though this tarantula does not have medically significant venom, it does possess urticating hairs that can cause irritation and rash if they were to kick them on you. Though typically it will just make you itchy, it can lead to serious issues if you were to get them in your eyes, nose or throat. Brachypelma Hamorii grows very slowly and matures relatively late. The females of this species can live up to 30 years, but the males tend to live for only 5 years or so, which is something to think about if you're thinking of keeping them in captivity. Brachypelma Hamorii was initially misidentified as the very similar Brachypelma smithii, a species originally described in 1897. In 1968, the holotype of Brachypelma smithii was found to be an immature male, and in 1994, my good friend Andrew Smith re-described Brachypelma smithii using 2 adult specimens. The specimens cannot now be found, but his description makes it clear that they actually belong to what is now Brachypelma Hamorii and not Brachypelma smithii. Brachypelma Hamorii was first described by Mark Tesmoyne, Frederick Clayton and Jean Verdez in 1997. They stated that it was close to Brachypelma smithii but could be distinguished by a number of characteristics, including the spermificae of the females. However, following Andrew Smith's description, Brachypelma Hamorii continued to be misidentified as Brachypelma smithii until the situation was clarified by J. Mendoza and O. Frank in 2017. The Mexican red-knee tarantula is an ambush predator. It lies in wait in its burrow for prey to pass before leaping out to subdue its victim with a venomous bite. The prey is then dragged back into the burrow. The tarantula has 2 hollow fangs through which it injects its prey with venom. Young Mexican red-knee tarantulas will feast on small insects. Adults eat insects, small frogs, small lizards and rodents if given the opportunity. Despite the efforts of the CITES program, wild populations are now in decline due to habitat destruction, not to mention a large number of specimens still exported illegally. Thanks to captive breeding efforts, none of the Brachypelma genus are in danger of going extinct because huge numbers exist in captivity. However, there are some inherent problems with this. The genetic diversity of the captive population is limited. Eventually, inbreeding, which is known to have an effect on spiders, will occur. Also, tarantulas are extremely important members of their ecosystems. These spiders dig burrows which other animals may come to inhabit. They control insect populations and are a critical part of the food chain as both small spiders and as adults. And let's not forget their amazing good looks. Survival of wild populations is completely dependent on the protection of native habitat and the cessation of illegal collecting, so it's our responsibility to ensure the long-term survival of these beautiful animals.